Guys,
You're getting scared?
My fucking pussy.
I haven't seen this kind of unrealized potential since I dropped out of high school.
You talking about Patrick?
I'm talking about Frightmare.
Yeah.
Talking about this movie we just watched.
Yeah, let's dive into it here a little bit. So, 74, 75, 83, no one knows. Movie was made.
I just found out there's a 74 movie called Frightmare that is a woman that like escapes an insane asylum or something like that.
Oh, that sounds fun.
That wasn't this one?
That's not this one.
No.
Loosely based off of.
Was the 75 one about a man who escapes a mental asylum?
No, it was a woman.
And the 75 one. And
Oh.
the 74 one.
Yes.
But we're in 83. Right?
Are we? I'm starting to trip, man.
It's fucking crazy. All this to say, when you look this movie up on Google, you're going to get like 2 or 3 different dates. I'm sure
Yeah.
somewhere in the
Yeah.
middle of all that lines and lines of text, there is something that explains how and why. But in Frightmare, yes, we start off at a dark and not so stormy night at a mansion. And then there's a girl brushing her pubic hair. Like so.
It's that long.
Head full of pubes.
She brushes it up. And then over. Up
And
over.
then we see.
Bela Lugosi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that what we call him?
Yeah.
Well, that's basically what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's walking around the steps, getting his fucking Fitbit steps in. He's doing good. He's got a minimum of 20,000 a day.
Comes up to bite the girl with his overly large walrus
Walrus
vampire
tusk.
fangs.
Yeah, they were really funny.
And of course we get cut. Oh, you fucking idiot! You missed your mark. It's 18 times. And of course he's the
The director.
no, but yeah. The vampire's like, but I am famous.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am the most famous vampire in the world. Whatever.
I've sucked so much blood. And
I've sucked so much.
yeah, so many times I have
much.
sucked just to try to make it in this cold, cruel world. What I haven't sucked is easier to count than things that I have sucked. Yes.
Wait, what things have you sucked? What?
Oh, you've never been to a good old-fashioned Conrad family Christmas. All right. So, yeah, then he's all like, you know, he meets the director out on the balcony. The director goes out there because he's like, God, I just can't take this anymore.
The director's just sitting there reading over his script or whatever.
Yeah.
And he takes his cane and just like gives him a slight nudge off.
Yeah.
Nope.
And then he says,
Take 20.
yeah.
Nobody looks up. Nobody assumes that he's the dude that killed the director.
Yeah, and he's just standing there.
Yeah.
And he's standing there gloating.
He feels good about himself.
And then,
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
He took a tumble. Yeah.
Yeah, and then. Man, this movie upsets me.
Well, he gets down. He's all like, fuck yeah, I killed somebody. Starts hammering on his organ. About two
No,
or
wait, yeah,
Years later. Yeah.
yeah. So now he's in
Yeah.
bed. Yeah, we
Yeah.
skipped. Now he's with this other director, the guy that
Well,
had done
skip.
the movies.
Oh
with
yeah, I
him.
wrote down
Oh,
director twice.
Yeah.
he,
So we had the
Yeah.
director from the commercial that hates him, and now we have the director from all of his former movies
Yeah.
that's saying he's going to direct his funeral.
Yeah.
And he gives him, so he's laying down in bed. He's like he acts like he's dead. He acts like he's dying, and the guy like starts saying, I fucking hated you all these years. You
You
what do
made
call
more
him?
money
Ham-
than me.
something
You're
ham actor or whatever he said.
Yeah.
And he suddenly he smothers him, but he's on the bottom. So the guy's leaned over him, and he takes a pillow and he smothers him this way, and the guy's just like, how do I get out of this?
Well, he rolls him over there at the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah, I mean, eventually
Yeah, yeah.
he does this and then gets him over and kills him. And that's
Yeah.
when he falls on the organ after
Yeah, he
that.
goes and plays fucking Freebird. It's really
Yeah,
cool.
Freebird.
It's odd.
whole
It was an
body.
odd choice, but with his whole body.
Yeah.
Well, he's a free bird.
Yeah.
Fucking smart ass. So yeah, he wants the guy who's been helping him throughout his career and all this good stuff to direct his death. He wants this great send off. He's never died before. He wants to make it the good one. Yeah.
And then he does die.
And he dies.
He does die.
He does die, or did he stage his death? Because all he did was sit and go lay down in the casket that night. And then immediately after that, they're taking the casket out to the funeral, to the mausoleum.
Yeah, he died. He definitely died.
Did he?
Well, because he gets brought back as undead, so he had to have died.
We have a funeral.
Yeah, I've seen fake
Everybody
stuff
knows.
happen.
No.
Everybody's at the funeral.
Everybody knows if you're at a funeral, there's a dead person in that coffin.
Oh, like, there's no way that could have been staged at all. This actor.
I mean, it could have been, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, it couldn't. God damn, what are you guys talking about? So we're
no, I mean, he could have, in the movie, he could have faked his death. I thought at first he might not have been dead, but he clearly was
He
dead.
fucking pulled a Tupac.
Yeah, he pulled a Tupac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A two-pack.
Tupac.
And,
Tupac Shakur.
and, you go.
Yeah, we're at a funeral. It's full of paparazzi. They're all like taking their little pictures and stuff.
That's good. That's a good
And
sound.
wasn't that
effect.
good? I've been working on that one.
I mean,
I was
did this
excited.
film inspire
I
you
knew
for those sound
eventually.
effects?
No, I've been working
No?
on that one for
Oh.
a few years, probably. We see what we assume and find out to be the wife. She's kind of being led into the church.
He has a video, the intro, say everybody have a party.
Yeah, we're into the church,
He's got this
and she
special
comes up
mausoleum.
and she kisses him on the forehead, draws the curtains. C and R. What was it? Ratcliffe.
Conrad.
Conrad.
Rags
Razorback.
off. It was Rags off because I wrote Rags off. Yeah, it's Rags off. Yeah.
All right, cool. Rags off.
Yeah, Radzoff. Conrad Radzoff.
Rads off or rags off?
Radzoff.
It was a G.
Turn the
in
rad
movie.
off.
It was a G.
Well,
Yeah, I think you're right.
yeah.
because
Well,
I remember
vinegar
going
syndrome
Rags off.
is all wrong. Then.
Well, they also say things are good from time to time, don't they, Patrick? Here we've been sitting here praising that. No, I'm just kidding. I do love them. I don't give a shit. You can't win them all. But yeah, she goes and she pulls the curtains back, and then we have a video from Mr. Conrad himself, and he said, "Hey, come get fucking drunk at me mausoleum." I just went to Jamaican.
This guy, yeah, I mean, you might as well. This guy is such a. It's.
They applaud for this film.
He
this
does.
video,
Like the
too.
guy even has like a ham actor. He's just. It's so cheesy the way this guy acts, even when he's supposed to be, fucking, just being himself, just playing the arrogant kind of. Oh, I'm the Hollywood star, and
Yeah.
all is just.
Well, we
yeah.
pulled a shit fuck because we forgot to talk about this. Is kind of important for the rest of our movie. There's a group of film students who are viewing one of his movies. He's at this place. We're just going to say a college. He's at this college. He comes out to speak to these kids and everything. He's got on a red brooch. He fucking starts looking around. He's like, "Can't see." Fucking, you know what I mean? Who's that blind dude? Stevie
Wonder.
No. Yeah,
Stevie Urkel?
Stevie Nicks.
TV or-
And he starts looking around. It's like, can't see shit. And then he passes out. And we get a moment of some pretty funny CPR.
Oh yeah. Punch right in the chest.
Yeah.
starts
damn.
with the chest punch. Usually that's the last thing they do in these scenes, you know what I mean? They're like, God damn it!
Yeah.
You know.
A little bit of a struggle.
She just went in first with the punch and then
Damn you got went
straight to the mouth to mouth.
Yeah, I think
Which she
someone's
enjoyed.
I think someone's
She
cycle may have
enjoyed it?
started. Huh?
What? Cycle might have started.
Her period.
Oh, she seemed kind of hesitant to do the mouth-to-mouth thing.
I thought
I don't think she was-
I thought
yeah.
she was into it.
Really?
man.
Not at all. Did you not hear? Like, if you listen really carefully.
Why would
She
you
was
do
licking
that?
his pointy teeth.
Oh, I was
Those
saying that was the
walrus
sound of her
toes
wet
teeth.
vagina.
Oh.
Oh.
It just does it.
No.
It just does it by itself. It's just
Now that's a fucking movie,
the
right?
hungry vagina.
I know we've got teeth and stuff, but this is
Yeah, no, the
different.
hungry
Yeah,
vagina.
the hungry vagina.
It hunts cock.
It's a child's script / adult horror movie.
Yeah.
It's like Pan's Labyrinth or something.
Yeah.
All right, we're into that.
Guys, everything our conversation right now is so much more entertaining than this movie.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it.
There was a couple good parts that I liked. In
Yeah,
it.
It had
yeah,
a couple
yeah.
good parts. It's just interspersed with a whole bunch of fucking boring nothing.
Yeah, so the kids at this after the funeral and shit, they kind of come up with this plan. They want to steal Conrad's body.
They're big fans.
Yeah, they're big fans. They want to bring him back and basically pay homage
Have
to
a
him.
party with him, basically,
Yeah.
Weekend at Bernie's style.
Yeah, Weekend at Bernie style. They sit there, they have masks on, they eat spaghetti while Conrad is propped up at the table. Then we get a little fucking smoochy and a little dancing from this chick who's always wanted to fuck him
She
and marry
professed
him.
her love for him. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He didn't answer because
Yeah.
he's dead.
He's dead.
And then they bring him up to his coffin in the attic of this place at the end of the night to let him go to sleep because he's dead. And then the wife, okay? I'm not trying to keep going on,
Yeah,
but yeah,
no,
the
yeah.
wife, she's with is it a medium or a median?
Medium.
Medium.
Yeah, they're in between.
I haven't been in a medium in since I was in grade school. So. But anyway, so his wife and a medium are trying to contact. They're like, "Who stole your body?
Yeah.
Come forth, body!" And the medium's like, "Fucking talk to me, bitch. Fucking talk to me." He's all like, "I'm trying." And then they get connected and they don't make contact that first time, do they? Do they make
Well,
contact?
yeah. She's just like, "Where are you?" And she starts to kind of get visions of being in a tunnel, and then it's being hot. It's hot.
That's right.
And where this scene goes is all of a sudden she knows that he's been stolen, his body's been taken, the wife, and she starts screaming to the medium, to him, saying, "Send them to hell! Send them to hell!" Yeah, she just starts screaming out of nowhere, like, "Send them to hell!" That hurt my throat.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah. Thanks. Thank you.
I'm
Better
gonna have
acting
Frightmare
than-
after that
Yeah, better acting than anything in this movie.
one. So yes, let's see here. Where are we?
So I mean, that's the movie. He wakes up in the thing, and then
And
he
then
starts
kills
just
them.
sort of walking around with a lot of fucking wildlife noises.
Smoke.
Smoke, yeah, a lot of smoke.
And he's
I
got
just-
psychic abilities now.
Well, he is undead. I mean, that's sort of a you get carte blanche to do whatever the fuck you want. I guess at that point, you can give him whatever fucking powers you want.
Yeah.
You can light the girl on fire with your mind.
I do like the fact that he used the Force.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can levitate a. Now this is one of the better scenes. Levitate a casket,
And the
chase
cat-
a girl,
Yes.
chase her through the door, down the
the
stairs,
stairwell.
and then this casket, she's backed up against the wall, and it just slowly bumps into her head
Yeah.
like 3 times until she falls over.
She could have kept going down the stairs and out the door, and
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, as we'll go with forced as it comes across.
yeah.
I think at this point, I speak for ourselves, that we were all just kind of begging, like, please, for the love of God, start killing some motherfuckers any way
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
So you kind of start to excuse the fact that, like, oh, Jesus Christ, she could have just ducked, she could have ran, anything. Which, all
Yeah,
these
we
movies
were
are
just
like that
happy.
anyway. But yeah, we're like, yay,
Yay,
blood!
Oh.
And not much, even then.
Stretches a
Oh,
guy's
yeah.
tongue out.
I liked that one. That was funny. And he has an infatuation with a dumbwaiter.
Yeah.
He likes to, well, I guess he only sticks 2 people, but he at one point rides it.
He does.
he
Yeah,
rides
he
a
does.
dumbwaiter. He uses it to stick bodies in. I like your idea better. Nathan was onto the idea that this was going to be a dumbwaiter to hell, which I guess it still possibly could be. He, he does say he's in hell at the end of the movie. So,
Yeah.
come
He says
find
it's-
me. Just take the dumbwaiter.
The food's not that good, but great company.
You know what? You know what sucks? I legitimately can't remember. He didn't talk like that at all, did he?
No, he had a bit more of a British accent.
No, he did. It was a little bit.
Did he a little bit?
Yeah, a little
Okay.
bit. It wasn't full on Sesame Street. What's that?
The Count.
Yeah, the Count.
Yeah. Count
Count Dankula.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Nazi pug guy.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck? What I must have been watching the
There's a
fucking edited
YouTube
version.
channel right there. Yeah, he's just, you know. The best, another, probably the best kill was he cuts the guy's head off with a sword.
Oh, it rolls down all the way the stairs.
Now, I didn't catch this at first because I was writing something down. Did he, it's a double-edged sword, writing stuff down.
Yeah.
Anyway, did he turn his cane into it, or was his cane a sword?
was just on the wall.
It was just on the wall.
He just grabbed
okay.
it and said, yep, and guy runs right into the sword.
Was that Bobo? No, Bobo was in the mausoleum later. He got gassed to death.
Yeah, he gets gas.
All fucking Hitlered.
Bobo.
Yeah, pulled the old Auschwitz
Where did his
on him.
body go?
Bobo?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Because they went back in the
Doesn't
mausoleum.
matter. It's gone.
Yeah, it just showed him. No,
He
yeah,
wasn't-
he's
yeah.
just gone.
Just gone, and then apparently they just all forget this door automatically shuts on you.
Well, no, we gotta wait until Frightmare 2,
Hold on
the
now.
rise of Bobo.
Wait, I want to go back to the head chopping scene.
Yes.
The head bounces down the stairs, and then then you get a shot outside the house. The door opens, and the head flies out the front door.
He used his
Bounces.
psychic powers.
And lands in the grass. And then the fucking, I guess these
random
people had a
crow.
fucking pet crow because it was hanging out
Yeah.
when they were eating dinner. Flies out and then starts eating stuff off the head. I like that. That was, that was pretty good.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Then he takes the headless body to the dumbwaiter, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you probably. I gotta say, I feel like
No, well, we didn't see him in the day. It's a side.
these are the lamest kills, man. I just. Okay, like he lights the one girl on fire. You get the levitating casket, and then the last guy, he puts in a casket, levitates it, and then puts it in a furnace.
Yeah.
Like they were like, what else could we do? Well, let's combine the fire and the casket, and we'll burn. Jesus
I know.
fucking
I'm with
Christ,
you. This is
man.
where it started.
Yeah.
It's kind of it turned into a bit of an art house film.
Yes, finger painting.
It was. It was just so. I don't know. I thought it personally a bit pretentious.
You're saying I just don't get it? Is that? Is that
I don't get it either. No, I'm just kidding. I do. God, there was one thing I did want to point out as well, and now for the life of me, I can't fucking remember. Oh yeah. So we go ahead and fast forward to where dipshit Dracula dies. He gets stabbed with a cross pole,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like a pole cross. It's like a
Yeah.
cross on a like a pole
It's like
vaulting
a
pole.
staff cross.
I think don't. I mean, you were raised Catholic. Isn't there times when priests sort of walk with those kind of
Yes.
things, like
Or-
staffs
or-
Oh yeah,
Bishop.
and that they have to get like the biggest thing. Most people don't know this. If they're trying to get from the pulpit stuff, the what do you call it up there? The stage.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
call it a stage.
When they're trying to get from the stage
Yeah.
to the back of the crowd, what they'll do? It's serious. I mean, it sounds wild. They'll start running on top of the stairs, and then they will pole vault,
Pole vault, yeah.
all the way to the end.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They also call those
Nice.
kid catchers too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you're just flying through the air with some candy. The kids just go running. God damn.
Huh. These kids could not find anybody, by the way.
No, they were terrible at it. And this is also, I feel like we've done a lot here lately. Last week we were mimicking the whole thing of there's so much stuff in the movie that was calling out of different characters' names and stuff like that. It just, I don't know.
There's a lot of them. This is like, I mean, all of these kind of movies, your cast of characters have to be a little stupid. That's common, right? But this one, it's like especially. I think they're especially stupid, and they just sort of like
Walk
they
around the same
disappeared.
yeah.
Well, we got go up and get the flashlights. That one disappears. Listen, I love you, okay? We need to find them. I'm going to go this way, you go that way.
It's the worst kind of character, honestly. Like, number one with this movie, you have a lot of time where you're building time with your characters, and they're all very fucking wooden. It's very stiff. The dialogue is terrible. You don't give a flying fuck about any of them. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, it's not even really the funniest thing to watch. I mean, it's got its points. It's okay. I'm going to go ahead and slap a rating if that's okay.
Yeah. You were talking about that slow buildup. Before you do that, though, it's just like so much of it is just it's him slowly walking with all these fucking weird sound effects.
Do I have a booger?
And smoke. No, you good, man. You good. And then these kids just doing the same thing.
Yeah.
It's lame.
Yeah, no bit of it is like
there's no suspense.
There's no suspense. There's no tension whatsoever. Like we said, you're basically just sitting there just fucking praying like, kill somebody. Or fuck. Kill or fuck.
Yeah, please. We even saw half a nipple and we were just like, okay. Yeah, it's
I heard a noise.
Too little, too late there, sir. Too little, too late.
Yeah. All that to say, 2.5. Honestly,
I was thinking a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
2.
I don't like.
2.
I don't fucking hate it. You know what I mean? There's some that it's like I just fucking hate.
It's still not the worst we've watched.
Well, in my opinion, I actually need to kind of restate what I just said. I think the worst possible thing that you could say about a movie, and my buddy and I have been saying this for a long time. I don't know if I've ever said it on here, but you said it exactly, like literally, quote. My quote for the worst kind of movie is, it's a movie. One that's just completely and utterly just in one ear and out the other. It's just like, well, that sucks, because then you really do. You just feel like it's a complete waste of time. Like I said, I don't hate it. It's just not even there.
But it had it had a great concept. Like, it could have been awesome. The idea of this, like, and at first I was getting vibes of like Wizard of Gore. Mm-hmm. Like he's gonna stage this thing, and they could have done some cool stuff with that. They even could have, once it switched to his body is stolen and he came back from, he's brought back from the dead, they could have still done cool things with that. They just didn't do cool things with any of it. They missed it. Every turn.
None of it. And there's also those awkward moments too. Sorry, I don't want to take up any more time, but there's also those awkward moments too where I feel like you can tell that they were attempting like a form of humor, and it just falls so fucking short of anything even remotely funny that it's almost embarrassing. It's just like, oh shit, I kind of got secondhand embarrassment a couple of times, but
you're talking about like what makes these. You were talking about it just can't be boring. Mm-hmm. And I remember I was watching the Red Letter Media review of Wicked World not too long ago, and one guy commented like, I could make a better movie than this with in 5 minutes, or some comment like that, and I'm like, maybe you could make something that was technically more sound, which this movie is technically more sound, better shot than Wicked World. Yeah. But could you make it entertaining? Mm-hmm. Right? And Wicked World is insanely entertaining.
Oh, absolutely.
And part of that is just how chaotic and insane it is. This movie is just sort of, man, yeah.
I know you said 2, but you don't want to say anything else.
It's really sleepy.
Okay, man.
Yeah.
I understand, buddy. All right.
Let's get him out here. Tuck him in.
I guess let's get him out of here.
I did want to tell you guys about just one last thing on closing. So I figured we could get everyone's opinion on this. I want to start a group, a social media group, based around our YouTube channel. Okay. Hold on one second. Like a Facebook? I thought we already had one on Facebook. It's a little bit different, Patrick. Oh. No peeking. Okay. he writes, "I quit." Then punches both of us in the face. So, I just think there's too much negativity in this world.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, group name,
Okay.
horror.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Is very positive, and we get together and we talk about the positivities of horror
Oh,
movies.
okay.
And then that's our logo. I don't know what you guys think.
What's this stand for now?
Horror
Yeah.
is very positive.
Oh. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I
I
like
love
it.
that idea,
So it's
man.
like a support group. type
Genius.
thing?
Yeah, sure. We just reach out. We talk to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can the plus be red?
It's about the Of course.
Oh,
I mean, it's horror. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love it.
Awesome.
Let's do it.
It's cool.
Great.
We're on it. Idea. I can't believe the ideas you come up with, man. Like machine. I know. So
Genius.
I mean, I'm not trying to brag.
Man.
God.
Well, I think I heard it all. I don't know what else to say.
Once you've
I'm
heard it
just
all,
tired.
you've heard it all.
Yep.
Let me suck your cock.
Okay.